I am here to backstab everyone. They're gonna have to hire a private investigator to find out I'm the problem. They're gonna need like a private eye. That's so private. Well, I already backstabbed that Innsmouther. He bribed me, remember? He was like, hey, I got some bullets if you look the other way. And then I took them, smiled at him, and then turned him in. And I did it with a smile on my face. I thought literal backstabbing. Well, that happens later. You know, I mean, again, I mentioned this in the first live stream of this game. This game's freaking long, to my knowledge. And, you know, we got a lot of missions to go through. We got a lot of backstabbing to do. We will find a person to quite literally backstab. You just got to give it time. In the meantime, we do more conniving. We are the rats. We scurry around and whenever somebody looks the other way, Spy from Team Fortress 2. Exactly. I put on a little cardboard cutout, and I'm like, I'm not, who the heck am I? What, Charles Reed? I'm like, yeah, I'm not that guy. And then I shoot them. And then I give them the gun. And then I turn it in as a suicide, and I get a payday for it. Case closed. Clearly, I am the best detective. I mean, if you think about it, it's the 1920s. I could probably get away with it, right? I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Friggin' CSI me? If there is any time to be a backstabber, it is now. The city is sinking. I got probably some sort of like mental disorder. You know, it'll sort itself out. I'll forget about it in my delusional haze. Or what other weird concoction of issues I have, you know? And the town is already self-destructing. You know, it's sinking. There's Innsmouthers. There's Throgmortons. They apparently both hate each other. There's great houses and stuff, you know. I could blame anybody. I could do anything. That's the thing that we need to see in the sequel, you know? They're making a sequel to this game. We need to see some more like backstabbery, some skullduggery, as if you will, you know? We need to get conniving. We need to get down in the dirt. We gotta really dig deep. Instead, it's all like, oh, I'm the good guy. I'm the detective. No, we clock some guy upside his dome and yeah, we just kill everyone. We steal his wallet. Turns out You play a character with morals. And by God, if that's not the worst thing I've heard all day, it just makes me sick. Lame. That's usually me. A character with morals? How dare you? I can't not be nice. I mean, I think me and Soap had a conversation like that where we were like, you know, how do you usually play games like that? You know, Mass Effect, Fallout. You know, do you play like an utter douche? Yeah, just go all Fallout and kill everyone. Like, and it's sometimes it's just fun to be the bad guy. And like, you know, and I think there was like a thing that I read or something that I watched where it's like they're making a lot of villains in movies and TV shows that are all sympathetic. But like, whatever happened to just the nut job? The guy who's just like, maybe not comically evil, but like, I guess comically evil in the sense that like he has no regard. He's just like, nah. Sometimes it's fun to be that guy. Basically Joker kinda. Yeah, I mean basically like comical in the sense that not like a literal Joker, but comical in the sense that he just doesn't care. Like he's just a bad guy and you can't be like, well, why is he a bad guy? And it's like he just is. Like he just likes killing people, or he just likes being nuts, you know? Sometimes it's fun to be that guy. Just not in real life. Let me just preface that. Not in real life, you know? Like, we play, you know, you play a game like Fallout and you blow up Megaton. You know, it's kind of funny. Until you realize you have to walk to Tenpenny Tower, and then it stops being funny. Then you have to walk all the way there. It freaking sucks. But before, it feels really good. Sometimes you just gotta be the bad guy. And as far as I know of, Sinking City does not allow you to be the bad guy. You can be a trickster. You can be a real, like, probably like questionable character. But so far, with my like 2 missions in, because they're all very long missions, it's a detective game. I don't think I can just be a nut job. I don't think I can just go psycho mode. We can't go full sicko mode. We have to do things legit and carefully. But I figured I would do another stream of the game, and you know, maybe we'll be able to figure it out. Maybe we can find a quest, a job, a mystery that we can go just. Obviously, if there's anyone that knows of one off the top of their head, I did mention that on the last stream, feel free to let me know. Because I've never played the game, but I am slightly familiar with the game. And I do know that, you know, again, the game is kind of long. There's a lot of side quests. Never even heard of this game. It's big Lovecraft stuff. You'll love it if you love Lovecraft. Horror, I guess. Eldritch horror. You'll definitely understand why streaming it. I can't, you know, I'm not going to be doing this 100% of the time. Because, it's a chunky boy, you know, it's a big one. But highly recommended if you like detective games, you know, problem solving. with the occasional creature from the deep trying to eat your face. Just so far I haven't seen any like squid things. It's mostly been like little like, they look almost like spiders, but they only have 4 legs and they're just very like it's hard to describe. I feel like that's most eldritch stuff. Isn't that like his go-to thing where he's all like, it's an unimaginable horror, and you're like, yeah, I guess. But let's jump into the game. Let's jump into this. We got a long one. We got a lot of mysteries to solve. Things to figure out. Where did we leave off? There's freaking Colonel Sanders or Captain Sanders. He got axed in the chest and he might be in the hospital. We have to go find him. There's that health warning that we missed last time. It goes by so fast. Like, I feel sorry for you if you have to actually read that, you know? Like, oh, which one pertains to me? Ah, it's gone, you know. Okay, let's get this bad boy moving. I think we're at this one. I don't think I ever deleted my previous. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. We've got a bit of a mystery on our hands. And anyone that steps in my way, I have like a loaded Tommy gun. Like we're set, you know. What the heck was that? I thought I heard freaking whispers on the wind. Okay. So we need to go to the hospital. I kind of want to walk there to potentially find any, like, you know, fast travel points, because you kind of have to bump into them on your own, which freaking sucks. Library, yeah, there's only 2 hospitals, and one I think is a mental ward. Yeah, we need to go to the only hospital in town. It's always raining. It will always be raining. I hope you like rain. That's what I'm trying to let you know. There's a ton of people. There's a ton of creatures. Problem is, I don't think there are any buildings I can enter. I do like the rain. I mean, yeah, like, it's always weird when you get somebody who's just like, you know, one rainy day. I freaking hate it. I don't mind the rain. I think the only time that it really sucks is if it is just like, okay, it's gone for like a week. Look at this little guy. So I think it is a cat with a bug inside of it. It's like a giant shrimp. Just kind of Shanghai-ing a cat, you know? That was a good angle. Too bad it wiggles so much. Okay, we need to hop on this boat. I didn't mean to push that. E is melee. I will be pushing E a lot. And it is not my fault. I have been conditioned. Can you kill it? Yeah, we could have killed it. It just doesn't do anything. It just kind of flops over. Now I can loot that guy's stuff. How the heck do I Can I like, just let me borrow this? I can still hear him in my mind. Actually, no, I can't hear him anymore. I think he's drowned. I think he's... Let's leave the crime scene. We need to get out of here. Cheese it. Whoops, I did not mean meant to push, So I can't, you know, I didn't want to kill the small creature, but I did want to push that man into the water, and apparently he couldn't swim, so... Why is everywhere I go an infested area? Okay. I'm gonna save, because I've never gone into an infested area, but, you know, this could be beneficial for us. Where the heck is the infestation? Maybe we switch to the Tommy gun. Ah! No! 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 That was probably a bit overkill, but you know. They won't be messing with us again. Look, I have, you know. There we go. We killed one, yeah. Like usual stream elements. Yeah, I don't know what, like, sometimes it's on the money and then the next minute it's just like, look, I arrive when I feel like it. Yeah. I could just take a left and boop, boop, boop. But you know, it might not hurt to look around, get some extra goodies, get some stuff. We're in the zone, we might as well, you know, do all the crafting and things of the like that we need. Where the heck do I craft? I can only hold 30 bullets, which is why I started blasting. Chicago broom. Doing pretty well on everything else, though. I actually gonna look around a bit. You know, there might be some creatures in the. There were some creatures. 30 bullets is not a lot. You're telling me. Ow! Friggin', that took out a lot of health. Oh, there we go. That freaking hurt. I get a first aid kit just to use a first aid kit. Well, the old Chicago broom. Dude, this place is... Dude, you know, I don't want to say it, but I think this place is infested. Turns out they don't know how corners work. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? What the heck is that? I think I needed the Chicago broom. Where the heck is it? Well, I need to make some more bullets for this. I don't have enough gunpowder. You know, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this place. You know. Hang on. I know the most powerful weapon that we can use. Brick! It didn't kill it. That didn't kill it. Am I even... Am I even hitting it? What the... I'm going crazy just staring at this thing. Okay, we cut our losses. And we leave. We leave. Freaking going crazy. Man, I'm getting absolutely owned by these drops. Like a single bottle of alcohol, 10 pennies, you know. Probably wasn't the best thing to just consume that many bullets, but I kind of want to like finish looting the place because now I feel like I'm invested, you know? I put a lot in that. Hang on. We can take care of this. Come on. We just gotta believe in ourselves. Maybe? How much do you think I can melee it? I have 14 bullets. I don't know where the heck it went. I got another brick. Frickin' get up there, nerd. Is it up here or is it down there? I'm getting a lot of garbage. I don't think it can climb. Not in the same way that I think it can. Woo! Now that's what I'm talking about. Was it worth it? I'm gonna guess no, but you know. We got a bomb. We got a trap. Should probably make some more of these. Honestly, I need more gunpowder. It's tripping out. Can I like... Why can't I set the trap? Set the trap! I freaking missed. Brick! How many bullets does it take? That's not a good thing. This thing is a freaking bullet sponge. Hang on. Is it just like unkillable at this situation? I've unloaded so many bullets. The brick was a little comedic. Where the heck am I? But it definitely felt like it, just like, holy crap. I felt like I got... Wait a minute. What the heck? I got stuff back. But I lost a knowledge point? I'm very confused. Oh, did it like reload me to an extent? I have no idea how this works. That was the first death we had. Can you believe it that I'm playing on normal? Some part of me kind of wants to go back enough to at least get the goods. But maybe do a little bit more rat tactics this time, you know? Seem to be... There we go. Seem to have gotten stuck on a brick. Okay, first... Do the things come back? Oh, this is back. Are the creatures back? Holy crap! The creature's back! The creature's back! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Woo! You know, I'm gonna make the executive decision and say we don't go back there. You know, it freaking like jaws me on land, you know? It just came out of nowhere. Yeah, we just don't go back, you know? But we do steal this guy's stuff. Can I? We're never getting back on that boat. I didn't want to do that. Sometimes they don't like it when you take pictures of them. Freaking. Okay, so we can't do the same thing. You know, we can't shove her into the water. Turns out old Charles Reed here has too much pride. He doesn't want to be known as the pusher. This city looks gross. And there's a boat in the street. I feel like I've been here. Like, not in real life, you know, but I just meant like the street layout feels very similar to a previous street layout that... There's something in this building? Oh. Maybe I should save. You know, I don't know what saving does, but it makes me feel good. Maybe pull out something that isn't a camera. I don't think I can jump that. What the heck is this? What did I stumble upon? This just feels like a very specific building. And there's just nothing here. Who's banging? Who's doing that? Oh, I am getting something. Yeah, I know magic. What of it? How do you think I got to be a private eye? What the heck did I do? I just went in a big circle. Yeah, private eye that. I can't get out. Why did I do this? Murder. There was another yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah. I'm gonna assume I shouldn't be here. The problem is, how do I get out? I think I'm stuck here. Let me out. Let me out. Hang on. There we go. I don't know. Oh, it's that guy.
Hey, knock it off.
Stop fixing that wall. I might need to get back in there. Free stuff. Dude, that's a can of something. That's a bottle. That's free. That's something that I could take. Charles Reed needs to, you know, swallow his pride and... Well, it's marked by a big funny symbol. Hang on. Hang on. There's clearly something going on here. Is it the Mystic Tomes? Man, this is gonna freaking... His house is in Central Salvation Harbor. That sounds like a place where a hospital is. Lincoln... We're at the corner. But we're not really at the corner. We're on Lincoln Street. by the hospital. Lincoln Street. Anything that says Lincoln Street with these? I'm not going to give you enough time to read it, but I just thought it'd make me feel better. Grimhaven. I'm really skimming this if I don't find anything that pops out at me. Landing Avenue. Wasn't that the... Yeah, that's Landing Avenue. Whoops. Wrong button. Local women are talking about a ruined house in central Coverside near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghost of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Central Coverside, Kingsport Street, and Landing Avenue. It's like up there. What the heck? Did I like skip something? Surely there wouldn't be two things that close. Nope. Reed Heights. Hang on. I'll do one more, like... I'll do like a little once over, you know? I'm thinking I just kind of skimmed over it. I didn't use my super detecto vision. It would also be nice if I could jump. Turns out, I cannot. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, it feels like I'm missing something. But I'm gonna assume it's just because I'm skipping something. Okay, well, back to business. Unless we find something in the bathroom. We got a hospital to search. We need to look for a guy with an axe in his chest. This should be pretty easy to identify. I would hope. I mean, I don't know how many axe wounds you find in the 1920s. Sir, I was axed. I was also axed.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
I have a headache of your bullshit. No, I'm fine. I'm fantastic.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
We have to look like we belong, you know. We gotta act normal. We can't just go around saying we have headaches and see things.
Hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
Is it a big one? I've done well with all the others.
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike.
Just if they're about my size or less.
Eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
I think we've dealt with those. Those are the guys that do the Resident Evil thing, you know? They're all like spindly looking, and then they spit the multi-handed? Which one was multi-handed? I don't think we bumped into one that was multi-handed. Let's go for the...
found out about the multi-handed beasts.
Yeah.
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
I guess we're doing both.
These wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things.
My God.
Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
I'm looking for a guy with an
I'm
axe.
looking for a man.
You know?
Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
With an axe wound? Apparently,
Okay.
apparently happens quite often.
This might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives. If it
His
means that
demeanor
much.
shifted heavily between helping him and then helping me. Yes, thank you for helping me. Okay, well, now that I have your attention, I'm looking for a guy. The friggin' screw you! Yes, the human form. He's with a severe lack of skin. I'm honestly looking for stuff. If I can steal from the hospital, I think that'll really even the score. Yeah, I'm back to having a lot of gunpowder. And not a lot of everything else. I don't want to go down there. Not yet. Unless I find the stairs. Okay, now I'll go down there. Yo, there anything weird down here? You know, that's pretty weird to see in a hospital. It's pretty odd. I'm glad they made it clear that that's clear water. Hey, I just need to borrow this, man. No problems, right? Just a freaking dead end. What the heck? Turns out, not a lot that I can rob from a hospital. Crazy. So, I mean, yeah, there should be somebody up here. We're looking for a dude with an axe in his chest. I guess that's to mark this. Can I get out the door? No. What happened to you?
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
Not in the port fight?
Fishing with dynamite, huh? You sure it wasn't from a fight in port? Maybe on a ship.
I could just
I'm sure. Oh, please.
I can just falsely accuse people.
Bye.
Sounds like a true cover-up story you're giving there, eh? Fishing with dynamite.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Eating leeches? Or maybe in a fight on the port? What a, like, why? What, a leech? I'm gonna eat a leech? I mean, that seems like there's better options. Like, leech probably shouldn't be your first.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.
I think she's good. I think she's she didn't get into no fight. You know, I'm glad that nobody really argues that I just take their stuff. They seem pretty down with it. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you're the guy I'm looking for.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder.
Okay, I believe you.
Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders. Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
Yeah. I should probably look somewhere else.
Get better.
Surely there is no other human being in this hospital. You gotta be kidding me. Like, I can't call him out on that? Ah, man. Ah, shucks. I seem to be slightly wounded. One of the wounded Joseph told me it was a drunken madman shot him in the bar. First of all, that didn't look like no...
I warned you.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to swing, but I'm glad the... You know, we didn't just end the quest right there. I'm guessing I have to actually look for medical records. I have to do the paperwork. I can't just call them out. Freaking bureaucracy, what the heck? I'm looking for patients after the flood in surgery. And I'm looking for a person. Home of the infected man. Nope. Dr. Grant. Why do I only have these 3? What the heck? Hang on. Better hope the records are in alphabetical order. Honestly, again, the fact that it's like, I believe you. Leaving the pier, the only survivor, badly wounded in the shoulder, and has to be seeking medical aid. I keep pushing that. Patients after the flood, surgery, Grimhaven. Peter Crowley, male, 29, Oak Manor, multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to the chest and face as a result of explosion, several surgeries, wound treatment, facial surgery, prognosis good, bed rest recommended. And Joseph Willow, male, 39, newcomer, deep cut wound to left shoulder, broken collarbone, fractured scapula, wound stitched, fracture set and bandaged, no trace of infection, prognosis good, bed rest. Yeah, he has like a slash. He has a deep cut. I don't think that's what people say when you get shot. Oh, you got a deep cut. Man, you got one deep cut with that bullet hole. I'm gonna call you out. Where is this man? Why'd you lie?
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound. Just
Why
like
you
a
lie to
certain
me,
Captain
huh?
Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions.
Me.
Yeah, well, first tell me who
I've
you
sent
are.
me. I'm investigating the vision. Well, I'm doing a bit of both, actually. I'm investigating the expedition.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
Then why not just let me know? Why were you drinking?
I was on the Titania before.
Why were you sailors drinking?
It seems you were all hitting the bottle.
It's
pretty
crazy
hard.
stuff.
Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
They all went friggin' nuts. What was the expedition looking for? What happened to the expedition? Yeah, what
I
happened?
think it'd be an understatement
Where'd they
to
go?
say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew, none of them deserved what happened to them.
What were they looking for?
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters.
The visions.
Scientists found cracks on the seabed.
They found
They were
crack.
working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open, and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Albert survived.
Morton made it to shore.
Albert survived? Is he here?
No, he didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
I mean, I feel like we already know why he abandoned them, but
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was
you didn't see that weird, goofy,
saw
deep-sea fish.
things. Not one of
Like
us
the
dared sleep.
blobfish.
It was an expedition into cursed waters. Mark my words.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
Have you seen this face?
I'm not taking
I've seen
you.
things.
Besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
I want the ship's log.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
And the
I
diving
know I
suit.
can get a good diving suit.
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Get better soon.
Take care of that, gunshot. Okay, I think we can unpin this now that for some reason it's working now. The Titania incident. The crew went mad. Started a massacre in the port as a result. Unpin this. So we got the wounded. I thought it was associated with this, but apparently it's not. Sanders brought it with him to the hospital, but the last place he remembers is a surgery ward. Last anchor point. The scientists discovered some cracks. I guess we'll check the surgery ward again. Sanders sent men to purchase diving suits from the factory, which is located in western Grimhaven Bay on C. Smith Avenue between Levy Coffin Avenue and Deep Shore Road. It's west, Grimhaven Bay. How west we talking? Seasmith. Between Western on Sea Avenue between Levy and Coffin. Where the heck is Coffin? It's Octopus Avenue. There's Levy Coffin. Or wait, no. Seasmith. There's Deep Shore. And Deep Shore. The factory is Western. On Seasmith Avenue. Between Levy and Deep Shore. So I'm assuming it's there. My guess. Shrug. So that means we have to walk all the way back. We ain't doing that. We're gonna go to the nearest fast travel point and hoof it from there. But I'm curious if this log is down in the surgery, I think is what he said. Yeah. Yo, this place got spookier. What the heck? What? Yo, who haunted this place? Oh.
Take the patient's things and throw them in storage.
They're apparently in storage. Is the storage... Man, they're very loud. Damn, still in the hospital. There's a lot going on in the hospital. Ship's log, Titania. Argon accident place. Crew complaining of noises and no sleep. Fish behaving strangely. March 22nd, reaching the crew reporting hallucinations. Distributed rum. Hopefully it'll distract them. Air pocket. Caverns near the Devil's Teeth. Close to the city. Scientists discovered walls, ancient walls, asked for crates and tools, sent tainted miners down to investigate after surfacing deadline passed. Crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulting in mutiny. It sounds like more of the same that we kind of already knew. Strange that I needed to get the log. But we have all the evidence we need. Now, we are no longer in the hospital. I'm gonna save, because again, it just makes me feel comfortable. Now we gotta go all the way back down to the port. Which, like I said, I'm gonna cheese it. Actually, there's a fast travel point over here. Just use this one. You have to be way more on the lookout for fast travel points, because, oof, it's gonna get bad if we don't highlight them. Because this is a big map, and I assume we're gonna be doing a lot of backtracking. So if I've determined my directions correctly, this should take us to a diving suit. Whether or not it'll take us to a diving suit spot where we can actually dive, I guess is a different story. So let's see. Should find a boat. Let me just take a right. And surely there will be no horrors inside of this factory. There'll be no problems. Yeah, this, right? I can... Oh. Don't make me shovel you. Oh, you in for it now. Oh. Yeah, I can handle those, no problem. You send the big boy after me. Woo, we have a different problem. I would like to think I'm... Okay, the floor decided to consume it. And that one as well. I definitely would like to think we're in the right place. Judging by all of the, diving gear pieces.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
What are you talking about? It looks great. It's got a little light. A tube that leads to nowhere. Yo, we could just dive right in here. Just walk right on in. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can make any more bullets, and I'm starting to... I'm finding a lot of gunpowder, but I can't do anything with it.
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
It's fine. It's fine. One doesn't look much better, but, you know, who am I to judge? Big pile of gunpowder on the table. Bunch of stuff that I can't use. We'll have to remember this spot if ever we need a bunch of junk. Okay, we came all the way here. But now what? I don't think he told us where to dive. Diving suit, the same type we used in the Navy. Old, but in a good state. Let's see. The expedition's final dive was made near a cluster of underwater rocks known as the Devil's Teeth. The Devil's Teeth are not far from Oakmont's port. I have the coordinates and should be able to get there by boat. Sorry, what? Oh, am I just literally going to... Okay. We're diving underwater. We gotta go to the port. At least that's what I'm assuming. Because there's a giant boat symbol. Yep. I hope none of you are afraid of the water. Mostly because it's everywhere. Though it did stop raining. Which is shocking. Because I think so far it's been raining non-stop. That fish ain't fresh. You see this place? Freaking dumpster? Nothing here is fresh. You can smell that fish for miles. I'm gonna save again. I feel like I don't have to, but... you know, just in case. I don't want to keep walking around and stuff if something goes wrong. God forbid this game crashes or something. Okay. Guess this port. Am I just using his boat? Because right now it looks like I'm just going to be using his boat. Oh no, I'm using, I think I'm going to use that boat. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Lost at Sea. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition. We already read this. Here we are, the Devil's Reef. Wow, that is not very far. I guess it makes sense why I went in a little dinghy. I thought this was going to be like miles away or something, you know. Hope you're ready for a little underwater diving, you know. Actually, I shouldn't sound like that, because if I do, then I just implode. So I'm only going down 100 or so feet, right? I think is what he said. So I guess it wouldn't be that bad. I wouldn't think. I don't know. It's the same. I don't know what the heck I'm doing down here. What is this?
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them.
Pew! Wow, that was trash. Hang on. Diving. The harpoon stuns hostile creatures for a short while. Flares light your way and can distract hostile creatures. And E if damaged. Hold to slowly recover your diving suit's pressure. Yo, I got my own crank. Dude! This is every guy's dream! What the heck is this?
Stone isn't natural. Could it be a statue?
That's like the worst, like the crappiest flare. I mean, yeah, that looks statuesque. I'm just gonna keep popping these things off, you know? I seem to have an infinite amount of them. What's that over there? I don't know. I didn't light a thing. It might as well not exist. Hello, hello, designated killer. How's the game? Going pretty well. It's a little change of pace, but I've done games like this before on the channel. And I do enjoy me a good, Lovecraftian horror. Giant fish. That ain't a normal fish. You know, something giving off a bit of a vibe. It's really hard to see. I'm trying to give you guys a good angle. I need to stop looking at it. I'm going crazy. Where the heck do the chemical lights go? Just... Oh, they want me to drop. I guess I should have. Whee! Oh, they're like big tentacle. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty freaky. Like, you know... Like, imagine... Like, the dredge creature with the giant tentacle. I would like to get back up now. I would like to get back up now. What the heck is that? Screw you. Deep sea pocket. That's just straight up skeleton. And that's a gun. Is it loaded? Guess we're... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, like... I guess we're not too concerned about it. Don't move, it'll see you if you dead. So... What, I don't move when I see a big giant tentacle? What now, man? Maybe we use the harpoon. maybe we use the... I need to look away from you. Okay, that's not helping. I need you to go away. Like, really soon, man. I'm going crazy. How many freaking harpoon shots does this take? Okay, I need to just bolt, I guess. Just run. Just flee towards the light. I guess I have no idea, like... I get a premonition that says, don't move. So I don't move, and it just kind of chills there with me. Oh. How convenient.
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
Well, judging by that guy over there, I'm gonna say they didn't really have the time. You know, he's giving me major vibes that the equipment wasn't really a big deal. They seem to be handling it quite well, though.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
Is that how you worship, like, an elder god? Is that how you worship Cthulhu? You pretend to be a bunny? It seems kind of off-brand, not gonna lie, but, you know. Madness emanates from the scientists. There is something odd about being in the presence of these scientists. I feel my grip on reality slip when I'm near them. Burn documents? Nope. Fair enough. Okay, well. Maybe I should pull out a gun, you know? I don't know. I'm getting gun vibes here.
The suits are all cut up.
Apparently they didn't like the suits. That's a dead guy.
Ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton.
Hang on, we need to get a really good angle on him. There we go. I mean, yeah, like, I'm showing him a photo of a dead Innsmouther. He's just gonna be like, man, they deserved it because they're fish or something racist. Like, he's not gonna care. He, you know, he's gonna be like, ah, good riddance. I freaking hate them. Shrug.
Hark, he comes. The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor.
He seems very well outfitted for a scientist.
I beg you.
Looks like a butler.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes. First, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk,
That sounds painful.
listen, pray, wait. You holy worm, take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
Seems like a chill dude.
A perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
So they found something here.
Sancta Mare, be our eyes. eyes to see the distant stars.
He's also taking it quite well. I have some detectiving to do.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Okay, so there was a third party.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The doctor.
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
I would assume it's this one first.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suit.
Okay. What?
And then this.
It's shivering.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The
Yeah.
expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. And then the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Expertly done. So what? I'm just gonna like leave these guys here? I'm just gonna be yeah, I only got the one suit. Sucks to be you. Madness emanates from the scientists and mad scientists. Save the survivors. I can't leave the survivors to die here. Even if their madness may influence others, this was not their fault. Abandon the survivors. I have to abandon the survivors. Their infectious madness is too dangerous to bring to the surface. They knew the risks. I mean, theoretically, I'm screwing someone over, right? If I save the survivors, I could be screwing over the whole town. But if I abandon them, I'm screwing over the survivors. So the good option here would be, ironically, to abandon them because they won't have any risk. But if I save them, that's the bad option, potentially, because they could influence others. So let's save them, because, you know, one, I'm getting paid per survivor here, it feels like. You know, I'm doing some, like, head counting. And, you know, they have an asylum, too. They can just kind of stuff them in there. We're good. Let's save the survivors. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Madness of the Titania. The outbreak of Madness of the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop it. So, yeah, we're pretty much getting the confirmation that this madness can spread with just being near another mad guy. Albert was the source of this madness. I think, you know, yeah. Oh no, we had one more thing. Innsmouther plot knew the truth about this madness. They needed the artifact and Harriet, the one who took it. Save the survivors. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Yeah, I mean, again, like, you know, like, we can't, like, if I leave them to die, I might not get paid. So even though they're crazy, yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta save them. And also, you know, it's not my fault that's how this works, you know? Can't just, I'm acting like a hero, but I'm actually doing the worst option. We have the photo. I think we got everything. I swear I've seen this say that I get a knowledge point, but it just keeps saying 0 knowledge points. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. Who knows? Maybe I've gone crazy. How the heck do I save these people? They have nothing. They have no suit. Well, I'm gonna come back with like the big bundle of suits. Big. Hey, you can stay here being crazy. I'm gonna go to the factory and get like 12 more suits for you. Actually, there's only 3 guys, I guess, you know.
You see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
Maybe. Yeah, we just gotta grab a couple uncut diving suits. Man, they went straight for like the big metal part too. This guy's clearly the most sane.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their...
He's doing pretty well for himself. I guess I'm saving them. I don't know if I have to like do something to save them or if this will just happen naturally. I'm going to save and then I'm gonna try to do it. I'm going to leave. I'm totally saving them. That doesn't feel, yeah, that doesn't feel like that'd be good for you. That's how you get those bends they talk about, you know? Sir, we found you passed out and like your brain was goo. The attacker sees the professor. What the heck do I do now? Funded an expedition. Expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact the expedition. I was hired to find. I guess, yeah, I just go to his place. His manor is in southern Old Grove. Where the heck is that? Why the heck? Is that his place? I'm gonna assume I don't have to mark it. Yeah, I don't have to mark it. Why do you live so freaking far away? Gotta walk all the way over there. There ain't no taxis. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna die here. Really skip the middleman. Somebody took my wallet. I think I'm underwater again. Maybe? There's just a lot of particle action. Something's in my hand. I gotta cut it out. I do a lot of passing out. I pass out, and then I have a dream where I pass out. Did I get freaking fast traveled? I think we're back in our room, yeah. Perfect. Though not really a whole lot changes. Checks out. Because I still have a little bit of a hike to do. Maybe we change clothes. Switch to some day wear. Say, can I enter this guy's room now? No.
Door won't budge.
I feel like I skipped something, you know? Like... Oh. You look so silly in that hat, newcomer. I think I'll keep it, along with your scalp. That seems rude. Awkwardly enough, I did technically change hats. So, you know, I did take their hint. My diary part 2. The doctors at the Boston Asylum were looking for a way to fix me. Proved to be a tall order. At first, they'd ask me questions. I thought my story would be reported to the officials, but they were just making a list of things to fix. I feared water, so they swaddled me in drenched sheets. I told them about the things in the darkness, so they kept me in the dark rooms, blindfolded. No progress until they brought the electrodes. They kept my thoughts jumbled. Only the words of the doctor held my mind together. He told me who I am and how to think. He gave me concoctions to keep me sane. It seems I'm getting used to it. Question is, for better or for worse? Hey. Whoops. Hey, drugs.
No matter how much
I still can't use it.
The visions always return.
Just means you're not using enough. Well, I don't know who's giving me death threats here. That they want my scalp. But I'm gonna assume it's an admirer of sorts. Like a real friendly fellow. This painting is still just kind of an odd one. Nope. Let's get out of here. We have crime to commit.
I'm watching you, Nuke.
I mean, he's always upset, so that's, you know, it's fine. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places. And you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to the times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means that house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches and useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded dangerous places. Never seen that. Not that I know of. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate that for sure, and if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. You know, I can only imagine what the cross and 3 Ks. You'll never guess. Top 10 secret hobo signs. There's also a giant crab just looming over the bar. To Walter. Walter, K help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Who the heck's Vic? I guess I'm leaving. I thought there was going to be just something that happens, you know? It's always a chain of things that happen. We're going to fast travel to the police station, which is very close by. Then we're just going to hoof it. Hoof it all the way up to Throgmorton's. Which is this way. We have to kind of... I thought that guy was chasing me. I don't want to say I'm paranoid, but I got a shovel for a reason. Might be some places, you know, that we can use these hobo signs for. We gotta keep going straight. That guy, he knows what he's doing. Just a burlap sack over his head. Strutting down the middle of the street. He's clearly one of the normal guys. Oh, we've already been in that building. That was the, expedition site. There is a bit of dead space here, you know? Like, you can't really enter every building. And honestly, it kind of feels like it doesn't want you to, like, to look. Because if something does pertain to a quest, it doesn't really show up until you find that quest. You can't skip. Oh, there is a port here. Dude, your mansion. I figured it'd be kind of in like a better part of town. I don't think I entered through the front door. Albert Throgmorton's obituary. In loving memory, Albert Throgmorton, son of respected Robert Throgmorton and descendant of a robust bloodline, died on Thursday at Oakmont Port, aged 25 years. We mourn his untimely death, but we celebrate the way he lived his life. Like, real crazy like. The Throgmorton family appreciates the many comforting words and prayers sent by the citizens of Oakmont. Why are there so many armed guards here? They're taking it very hard.
The mortician has touched him up well.
Yeah, he did have a hole in his head, you know? The expedition needs help.
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed in the sunken ruins. Some sort of
And not
temple.
Crazy.
They have enough air.
I swear.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
There was a mutiny? I mean, technically he did leave them, but there was a mutiny first.
The crew of the Titania mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice. Throwing Albert to the whims of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
I assume by force. They knew about the ruins. They wanted to kidnap Professor Doe. I mean, that's kind of implied, judging by the fact that they did kidnap Professor Doe. Well, of course, they wanted to kidnap.
The Innsmouthers. They knew about the temple. They waited there, hiding until the professor took what the Innsmouthers call the seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
Well, they are
after
just
the seal was
scientists.
taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment. Then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock. The Innsmouthers. Do you have proof they were involved?
I have a
One of the
photo.
attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant.
Whoa.
But we won't sit idle.
Can't just
I'm
call
Mr.
people
Reed,
that,
not the
man.
grunts that their
Jeez.
leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
How's this connected to my investigation? What does this have to do with me exactly? What do I get at it?
I'm looking.
Those are
into the
both
madness,
basically the same.
Not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the visions. She found something inside those ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters. So shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I feel like I took a real
I don't care
sidestep.
for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
Not now.
That sounds simple enough.
Nah, we have to do it. It's very clear that
Very
these
good, Mr. Reed.
are slightly
There
connected.
is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address.
I'll be sure to blow it
for your
immediately.
Investigation. You'll find it's fair.
Have a good.
I got a bunch of bullets that I can't equip. And a bomb. Very specific set of tools that he has given me. There's also a lot of crying. Okay, there we got a knowledge point. It's definitely getting crazy there. It felt like I was, wasn't moving when it came to getting more skill points, you know? Carry one more grenade, carry 3 more rifle rounds. So yeah, this would just be carrying more. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafted material. Earn more experience and stay sane for slightly longer. This could be useful. Theoretically, remain sane for much longer. Gain 50% chance to double a reward. But it's only like 15%. Like, I'm assuming it's like 25, maybe like even 30%. Keep an extra bullet loaded. Man, there's just so many skill points to spend. Still a boost. Yeah. It's tempting. It really reminds me of like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, where it's just like there's certain perks like that that you really want to get early because it's like, oh, it's just, you know, it's just free gains. Why would you not? The first one, I guess, is useful just because I get 2 things. I earn more experience and stay sane slightly longer. Carry up to 25. Yeah, I guess, you know, it couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. Let's go for it. We only got the 1 point anyway. It looks like we're close to leveling up again, so then we can maybe start to think about sidestepping. Seems like a useful boost. The butt ton of notes that I have. Quid pro quo. Delicate matter. Let's see, one of the assailants was killed in the fight. He carried a dagger. So yeah, I think now we're kind of, we are stepping back from the main case. One of the assailants was killed in the fight. He carried a dagger and a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fish eye. This can't be the only attack they have carried out. There must be evidence of more such crimes throughout the city. So basically, yeah, like we need to do side quests. Where the heck is this Herbert Glover? Lives on Goldbridge Road in Central Old Grove. Let's see, between Windhalf and Century Avenue. Goldbridge. It's Goldbridge. And in between. So it's like somewhere in here. It's close by. We could make a little detour. Ain't no shame in that. Snag a couple fast travel points. Look at this big gas station sign. Clearly very well utilized. The car is melding into the floor. Can I rummage through garbage? Just here to look for trash. I'm just your friendly neighborhood detective, you know? I'm just looking for some trash. I don't see anything highlighted. Ugh. Get a bird's eye view. There's something over there. There's also something over there. What the heck does that say? Right. I can't climb that. Essequam Vidiri. What the heck is that? We're making a detour. We're checking out whatever the heck this building is. Carpenter Manor. That's one of the old. That's one of the major families, I think. Never mind, we ain't going in there. Mostly because I'm assuming they're all like, you know, essential-esque. We are on the right road, right? I did get a little sidetracked. Cut through the garden. If I marked it correctly, this should be the right road. Is it this burnt down building? Is it this freaking just hole in the ground? Let's see. We got one over there. So far, the only building that I'm seeing. That one. And that one. So there are two. Let's go to this one. Hello. Herbert Glover's got bam. I'm just so good at being a detective. You know, sometimes I scare myself. That guy's got no head. Oh. It's the gramophone. Francis Throgmorton.
Keep a 40-year-old newspaper article.
I mean, people do that, right? They do the whole like, oh, this is a memorable moment. Francis Throgmorton, the city's darling scholar and adventurer, is once again an eligible bachelor. Further text unreadable. Letter to Mr. Throgmorton. Mr. Throgmorton, it is with deepest regret that I must inform you that the price for the piece that you have requested has changed once again. The demand for it has increased, and now it is triple that which we agreed earlier. I know this is the second time that I have raised the price, but the extreme circumstances of the flood make each piece almost invaluable to me, as I cannot replenish my collection. I mean, that would be hot trash. Look, I'm gonna keep raising the price because you want it. Are you selling it or not? Not even gonna look behind me. Surely there is no grand creature here ready to eat my face. Some bullets. Maybe I pull out a gun. Now that is an art piece. You put that on your front lawn, you wouldn't get a lot of solicitation, let me just tell you. Or maybe you would get more, I don't know. First aid. I got a statue's head. Seems very specific. Some PNGs. Oh no, I guess they're 3D. Ever so slightly. Some random JPEGs. A lot of alcohol. This guy was sloshed, let me tell you. A very cranky guy. Barely 3D. True. It was, yeah, it was like a little bump. There's a thing! There's another thing! There's another thing! Oh! My God. I know this one's very slow. Is there more than one? Oh! Oh! Oh, he's freaking spat on me! Stun lock! Ugh! This is Dark Souls! Okay, turns out they don't get stun locked as hard. But I have so many resources, you know. We can afford it! Honestly, it's the bullets that I'm... Aw, man, it died right on my murder victim. God, aw, man, the crime scene is freaking... It's contaminated. Man.
Eyes still wide open. Guess he didn't see the killing blow coming.
I mean, that's not true, right? I think they say that your eyes, like, naturally open. Especially depending on how long he's been dead, right? Because, like, bloating and stuff like that. And he's got stabbed in the chest. Like, of course he would see it coming. He's like, what are you doing with that knife? Ow. I've been stabbed. Didn't see that coming. Okay, there's something weird going on in here, because my spidey senses...
I'll find out why the old ape wants you so bad.
Okay. So there's something. A mirror, I think?
Only slight scratches around the keyhole. Whoever broke in knew how to pick a lock. Huh.
Bunch of bullet
A
holes.
lot of warning shots.
But somehow, it still left the mirror unshattered. The mirror is made out of plexiglass.
Yeah, you like what you see, buddy?
There's a very clear outline here.
Looks like they're short a full set. One of the mirrors was taken.
And a crowbar. The camera's so bright I can barely see it.
What's that?
A faint picture. Okay, before I go into the old mime palace over here, yeah, Yeah, I have a statue head.
The door won't budge.
Oh, is that what? Yes. All that for a first aid kit and some bullets. It was a little overkill. Okay, let's figure out this murder.
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here.
Okay.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Squint, run! Oh, Kay, I've killed him.
Ah, jeez, I freaking killed a guy.
Have here.
Well, I'm pretty sure that one's last. So.
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
And then he runs.
Squint, run! Oh,
And then, yeah.
Kay, I've killed him.
It just sounds so.
One of them, Squint, cracked the safe, but Glover discovered him and shot him. Second one killed Glover.
The mystery is solved. And I think that's everything here. Let's see. Two men broke into the... One of them has experienced a thief named Squint. Proceeded to crack a safe, alerted the owner, and got a bullet. Second burglar killed the owner with a knife. Well, he could be in the hospital. We might be going back to the hospital. That I must inform you. Yeah. Definitely getting the sensation we're going to be revisiting in the hospital. Because if he got shot... Hang on, do I have to make anything? There's a lot of boxes that I need to research. I could make a bunch of grenades. Just to kind of eat up. Well, I guess we're good. It's just a lot of stuff for bullets, which I've been kind of dodging. I've been very, been trying to not use a lot of bullets, specifically for the reason that the gigantic creature. Like, clearly some things need bullets. What's up with this house? Before I get too far away from it.
Won't budge.
Hang on, let me just wheel around back, you know? Let me just... Just hop the fence. Yeah.
The door won't budge.
Never mind. This is an unenterable building. We do the trapeze act. Yeah, I didn't really get... two men broke into the... One of them, an experienced thief, named Squint, proceeded to crack a safe, alerting the owner and got a bullet. Squint mentioned that this is not his first robbery in the district of Old Grove. Okay, maybe I gotta go to the police. Because if it wasn't his first burglary, there's a good chance that he has a, I'm assuming, a record. Because what are the odds that we have to go to the hospital twice, you know? Seems kind of odd. We haven't had opportunity to visit the police station, so time is moving very rapidly here. So I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say that Squint has a file police station. And if I'm wrong, then egg on my face. But it's really the only thing I got. Because, I mean, he did a criminal act. Like, he's not gonna go to the hospital, right? That's the oldest trick in the book. You know, you gotta lay low. You can't just go straight to the hospital. Where's the freaking fast travel station? Get me out of this foggy place. Yeah, there we go. It's all coming together. All for a mirror, I guess? I'm doing this all for a mirror. Feels kind of silly when you think of it that way.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed.
I'm sensing some
Genius
aggression.
Cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
I just want to use your archive.
All I want is access to your records during my investigations. Otherwise, I'll keep out of your way.
Oh, that's all you want, is it? Was making us look like idiots in front of Mr. Throgmorton not enough for you?
No.
Look, I'm sorry.
I'm sadistic.
That wasn't my intent.
I need more.
Well, that's what you did. A newcomer must know his place. Let me be frank. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal in here, newcomer.
Hey, easy, Officer Lyons. I don't want any trouble.
Well, good. That's a start. You can use the archive, but only because you have Mr. Throgmorton as your patron. Keep that in mind, Reed.
So only because we have a rich guy at our backs can we just rifle through people's public records. Oh, there's the archive. I figured we'd loot the place first. If I can. Any criminals in here? Nope. Okay. Well, turns out the police station is the one place you can't loot. Let's see. Yeah, District of Old Grove. It would be property crime. He'd be the suspect. Criminal pattern? Nope. Impounds? Documentation? Instruments of crime? Something in Old Grove? Maybe. Would it not be property crime? I'm pretty sure burglary isn't a misdemeanor. Two men broke into Old Grove to steal a specific mirror. One of them is an experienced thief named Squint. Proceeded to crack a safe, alerted the owner, got a bullet. Second burglar killed the owner with a knife. Squint mentioned that this is not his first robbery in the district of Old Grove. Maybe because we don't know that he has a criminal pattern, we have to... Yeah. It was just a coincidence. Squint's police file. Name, Philip O'Connell, alias Squint. Male, 46. His residence is unknown. That doesn't help me. Numerous burglaries, breaking and entering, tax evasion. Sydney Stokes. 21. Oakmont, Mass. Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moreland Road and Salvation Road. Crimes, jaywalking, lollygagging, jury duty dodging. My God, put this man in for life. I want to watch him hang. I know it's the 1920s, and we already have the electric chair. I'm pretty sure. Well, let's put him through it. That would be so insulting. You have a criminal record because you jaywalked, lollygagged, and dodged jury duty. All the while this guy's like, yeah, I've done freaking multiple burglaries and all that. Man. That's harsh. These crimes are kind of dumb. I mean, yeah. Especially jaywalking. Like, hey, that guy wasn't in there before. Other than the jury duty one. True. That's still such a weird one, though, because it is just like, isn't that like, how the heck do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. I almost got called for jury duty. But, like, it's like a civic duty. Like, you know, there should be the option of like, hey, you know, I ain't got time for that. Like, I feel like the only reason they do it and it's mandatory is because if you could dodge it, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be like, I got time for that. I gotta go. Ooh, I left the stove on. Where the heck does this man live? It's freaking like this massive sentence. Northern Salvation Harbor. Northern Salvation Harbor. There we go. West of the intersection of Moreland Road. Where the... Oh, there it is. Moreland Road. West of the intersection and Salvation Road. Eh? Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moreland Road and Salvation Road. This is the only thing that I'm seeing. So I'm going to go off of that. Or I guess maybe it would be like this one. I guess it would be more up. Maybe? I don't know. We have the general idea. It's so far away. How could they do this to me? I hope you like walking through the fog. I will say that this game has great atmosphere, but my God, there's a lot of walking. If you like walking, you'll really enjoy this game. It's kind of the reason why I didn't want to do a butt ton of episodes of it, or, you know, streams of it. I enjoy this game. I would love to stream the whole thing, but I do understand that it's probably not the most consumable. But hey, if anyone watches the VOD on YouTube and wants to comment in the old YouTube comment section and just praise this game, like, dude, I freaking love Sinking City. I can't wait for the 500th freaking part of this game. I hope that with the sequel, they kind of make it a little bit more streamlined, you know? But I don't know how they would do that without kind of sapping out, like, the feeling of the game. I kind of want to just take the water and just, you know, just go downstream. Because, like, I could be stopping at every little dock and, like, scavenging and entering buildings, but, like, I am getting the sensation that it's probably best to just hit the quests when they come, you know? America! Yeah, brother. That guy's a true patriot. I just really want to hit this fast travel point because I don't want to come back here again. If I see a fast travel point, I go to it. Them's the rules. Because I don't want to have to do this again. That man's feet is in the floor. He's a wizard. Get him. I meant to pull out a gun. Get out of here. Hey, I fixed him. You're welcome. Probably a waste of a bullet, but honestly, I haven't been using them, so... I'm stuck. Friggin' sticks in the water. See, like, that looks like a whole ordeal that I could enter, but... like, I don't know. Like, it just feels like it's not worth it. This is gonna be like a bazillion creatures. I'm gonna get wrecked. Consume a bunch of resources. And I could just not do that and keep the resources for when I actually need them. I feel like that's not crazy of me to say, you know? Like, I'm not breaking new ground here, you know? There's another hole in the wall. The problem is if I got the directions wrong. A big red building. Which is something I do think about repeatedly when I get these quest markers that pop up. Is this spooky zone? Nope. We're gonna hit this fast travel point. And then we're gonna see if we can enter this area. You gotta turn the engine on. He's not even sitting on the seat. Seeing that? He's like, his butt is like a good solid foot off of the seat. This guy's got immense leg and core strength. You do not want to mess with that man. Okay, so now the fun part. It's somewhere in this dumpster fire of a intersection. So I'm thinking it might be like on this, maybe? Might be a little further, like, no. Now I feel like I'm going way too far off. Hang on. Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moreland Road and Salvation Road. I have a feeling it was there. I think I done goofed. I think it was on land. Turns out, I don't know how to read a map. Whoa. Almost caught some air there. I don't know how to read, is what I'm trying to tell you. Look, we figured it out. That's all that matters. It's about the journey, not the destination. I could tell. You're supposed to, like, you know, agree with me or, like, give me moral support. I believe I have entered the proper building due to the fact that my spidey senses says so. Somebody's playing a didgeridoo. Letter for the morgue. That's not a good note to get. Mr. Stokes. The price for a separate burial for your mother, Martha Stokes, is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources or manpower to satisfy. We must make the payment in 2 weeks or we will have to inter your mother in a mass grave. Well, it's not like there's a rush, you know, like, no offense. But the fact that they're like, we don't have the manpower. Like, they're not going nowhere. They're just wait, you know, just take your time. Like, no. We need more money. Get out of my house. It's called the Second Amendment for a reason. What the heck is making that noise on the second floor? Man, you entered the wrong home. Why the heck did they pop up so late? I was just minding my own business. Breaking and entering, and then I get attacked by a bunch of monsters. I don't want that gun.
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
It was one of those things that we made fun of. Hang on. Yeah, like that's straight up a cat. Now, it's like coming out of the mouth, but it's like a weird shrimp like living in the cat. You got a huge parasite problem, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, my spidey senses say there's something here. Ugh. Dear mama.
Rest in peace.
And then I take his bullets. Oh my god. I even got an achievement for it. I took his stash for his mother's grave, and it specifically says, "You monster." Well, shouldn't have skipped jury duty, am I right? He was also, he's dead. You are Stokes, right?
Looks like Squint was
oh no,
having
you're
a bad
Squint.
day.
Never mind.
Survived getting a shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
Well, judging by the freaking huge knife. Oh, what the heck's making that noise? I'm over here mocking a corpse. What's the deal? Old port. Yo, your bottle's a little dirty. You should probably,
Oh, Ma. I killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. You brought a knife and you stabbed him. Like, how do you accidentally... Oops, I pulled out my knife and jammed it in your chest. My bad. There's a bit of a setup for that, you know? Like... My spidey senses are tingling. The heck is making that noise? What the heck has my sight? Oh, it's the knife. What the?
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
Whoa. Actually, that might just be legit.
Hark! Get away from the...
Hey, you're not dead.
Oh, thank the gods.
Look, I don't want to tell you, but I stole your stash. How did you get in there?
Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
Who is she?
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
She's our employee.
She.
I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
And committed murder.
Sydney Stokes, I presume.
That's right. Do I know you?
I put on a bit of a voice for that one. Sydney Stokes, I presume. It's like...
Should I say, knew him?
Yeah, he's dead, like right behind me, you know. Describe her to me.
Give me a picture. What did this woman look like?
She was tall and thin, very thin, just skin and bones. Mean like a rattlesnake. That's all I can remember. I didn't look too close at her.
Where's the mirror? I mean, we already kind of know.
She took it?
Yeah.
Me and Phil met her with the
We had a premonition.
A big blowout and she shivved him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy. I'm just a sap.
You got that right. You got caught lollygagging.
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
Why'd you do it?
Collector too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us, and I panicked.
You panicked? Really? That's your excuse?
Please, as Kay is my witness, I didn't mean to kill
You're
anyone.
going to jail for life. You're getting some real street cred this time, boy. I'm turning you in.
Well, you've had quite a night. Break-in, theft, and manslaughter. I'm gonna have to report this.
Please.
I'm a detective.
I get the char for this.
You should have thought of that before you killed
Also, I stole his stash, and I feel like this is the only way that I can kind of like, you know, get out of that. You know, like.
What?
I like on how I'm just like, I'm arresting you, and then I just leave. Like I'm not actually doing anything about it. Okay. I feel like what the heck do I go from here? I didn't really get any information off of that. Like a destination. Oh, I guess I just tell him what I found. Fair enough. Makes sense. Enjoy getting street cred. And there's a fast travel point, so I can just poof right on over to the old Throgmorton place. I got some free bullets. They were totally free. There's no moral obligation that I have, or you know, a weight on my soul. It all works out in the end. I mean, if I didn't take it, somebody else would have. Is what I tell myself. How long has he been here?
The mortician has touched him up well.
A lot of smoke. I finished the investigation.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes,
Glover's
who happened to be
dead.
robbing his place. He wasn't working alone.
The guy who stole it's dead.
Connell didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it. Some mystery woman. I didn't get her name, but she obviously wasn't fooling around.
Some sort of super villain.
So,
She can put up
my
magic walls.
competitor has finally shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
Yeah, Sydney's alive.
Sidney Stokes managed to make it out in one piece. Now, if I had to guess, he's probably holed up at his home. Want the address?
I would welcome it. I'll take pleasure in,
Why am I giving him the address?
essential truths.
Why wouldn't I, get the police, you know?
All right.
Pay up.
I've held up the bargain. Now, it's your turn.
Of course, Mr. Reed.
I stole
Here's
money,
your payment.
or bullets,
Now that you know everything,
which is basically money,
accept the second part of the job.
for a funeral of a mother. I might as well, like,
Yes.
get the money from
I'm the
him, you
one
know?
who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
In for a penny.
Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Yes. That is without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton. K rest his soul.
Yeah, how's he going, you
I
know?
found mention of the mirror in his records. That's what led me to take interest.
He's also kind of dead.
Your father was a prominent man.
I think.
Sure he had
I'm
enemies?
assuming.
Anyone come to mind?
None who would outlive him.
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr. Reed. But if that's what you need, so be it.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of work for you, I feel like, at this point, you know? I don't think I can trust you. Like, I've literally been turning in every person. I've committed horrible acts, you know? I'm more of a goon than I am a private eye. I like on how the rest of his house looks immaculate, and then the basement just looks like just trash, you know? He's got the pool table down there too. I mean, come on. Okay, where are these records? Ah.
Seems an ambitious expedition. Like father, like son.
The Unknown Africa, 1891. It's the JPEGs again. Really flat masks.
Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune.
And he's got 2 sets. He could totally sell some. Rosie, 1891.
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
Exclusive interview. Francis Throgmorton's expedition to Africa has proven to be one of the most ambitious, if sadly unappreciated, undertakings of 1891. He's returned with numerous historical artifacts, invaluable anthropological research, a newborn son, christened Robert, and a plethora of fascinating cultural insights. Today, in an exclusive interview with the Oakmont Chronicle, he has agreed to share some of those insights with us. Wow, an exclusive. Gee, Willikers. What the heck? Freaking get these boxes. I could have just moved them with my hands. Why did I need to use magic powers?
Now, that kid looks a little familiar.
He looks like a small Francis. Private correspondence. Francis, divorce is no simple matter these days. It never has been. In my legal practice, you must clearly define the fault you shall present to the court. most common options being cruelty, adultery, or an incurable mental illness. It is my impression that your firstborn's death at the tender age of 7 dealt a blow to Bethany's health. I do sincerely hope she recovers, but the court won't share my concerns. Besides, Oakmont Asylum seems to be a very well-run place. Regards, Chauncey. I'm freaking losing it. I'm going nuts. I'm going psycho mode. This is your bed? Like, it feels kind of sad. Also, the vines and the ferns feel a little on the nose for the whole, you know. Yeah, tell me about Bethany.
Ask questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon. I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
Well, you should.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories, but even if it weren't, my father's business is his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
And your father's expedition?
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that. Have a good day.
I'm out of here. I feel like I'm missing something. I guess, well, I guess I do know that the asylum. I have to go to the asylum. Herbert Glover's death. A lot of stuff. Francis mentioned the woman behind the mirror. Gotta have a photo. Yeah, I'm assuming we gotta go to the asylum now. Which is all the way down the road. Or river. However you want to look at it. We need to go east. We're gonna go to the asylum. I don't think we're gonna bump into cultists. This may not have been the mission to continue the main quest. Methinks we done goofed. But it works out, you know. It seemed like an interesting one to do. And it's for our good friend. There's no boat here. God dang it. I gotta go to the one that I parked. I was really hoping I didn't have to do that. Gotta go, where did I park it? It was like somewhere down here. There we go. Just hop in and, yeah. Just go down the old street here. The old flooded street. And we're good to go. Look, the buoy's attacking. That's a boat. Look. Watch where you're going. This place freaking sucks. Yeah, I guess. Go down this second street. Too much crap in the street, river, road. Yeah. There's just a lone man standing there. Kinda creepy, but you know, the free country. Now that's a meal. Just looks like salami and cheese. But, you know, I guess, again, better than nothing. Bunch of books. Fast travel station. We need to go in the old asylum. I think I'm on the grounds of the asylum? Yeah. Don't know what we're gonna, like, ask. Like, hey, any patients just walk out of here? little dingy.
I'm looking for Bethany Throgmorton.
I guess so, yeah.
Patients by that name.
We'd know if we had a Throgmorton. Although, we do have a Bethany. Or rather...
I mean, yeah, there'd be no way that she'd be under Throgmorton.
She's missing. And not on one of her usual walks.
Walks?
Her usual walks. You let patients leave the building?
Oh, Bethany was harmless. And she always came back.
And we never really liked dealing with her, you know? We just kind of let her roam.
Be like that.
Where did she go?
Any idea where she went?
No. She had been odd recently, though. Muttering to herself, and she drew this strange picture on
I mean, no
her
offense,
bedroom
but she is in an asylum, right?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. She had a
She was
separate room
acting
downstairs.
real
Here's the
strange.
key, but do watch out for broken glass.
Bye.
This place freaking sucks. Watch out for broken glass. We have our patients just wandering around. On the mountains of truth, you can never climb in vain. I don't know why I was able to, like, eyeball that.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
No. And I think I'm gonna keep it that way.
Have you seen the beast?
Hey, you think we're gonna find the freaking, who's the McWhatsits? Were the scientists? They were crazy. They could be here too. We could bump into our old friends. That's a mirror. Wait, is there room in the basement? Or is this just where she put it? What? Why did I take that? Form Omega 4 Traveler E Derby visited Yuggoth. Next visit status: return to Earth at the traveler's request. Next address: Murdoch Avenue between University Street and Forefathers Street, Central Advent. Notes: this one is noisy. Don't turn on his voice device for at least 2 more years. I have a headache. What the heck? What the? Defunct brain cylinders. What the heck did I walk into? My brain isn't doing so well. Turns out it's some spooky stuff. Hypodermic tablets. Hyoscine, morphine, and cactoid comp number 1.
There's enough dope left in here to knock out a horse.
You got some super drugs.
The blood's almost dry.
I'm gonna assume that we gotta investigate this later. I don't think we were supposed to enter the basement first. Never mind, this is Bethany's room. I'm a genius, in fact.
At 7 years each, that's a lot of bad luck.
But
it's not mine.
This isn't a time for joking.
Huh. Was this
You catching that other half of the photo?
Someone had a field day defacing these.
Throgmorton's in mourning. Young Hammond Throgmorton, Francis Throgmorton's firstborn, has been pronounced dead. Mortally injured in a mysterious accident during a family holiday, little Hammond could not be revived despite his doctor's best efforts. The funeral will be held later this week, with only family and close friends attending. In this dark and tragic hour, we are trying to remain grateful for all that we have, including baby Robert. Shared Francis Throgmorton. As my sole remaining heir, I will do all I can to protect him. Bethany's note. All I do for my dear Hammond. I cannot forget that. Shame on me for thinking that reprobate Squint had more common sense than greed in him. He got the mirror, and I do not care how he did it. But when the time came for the exchange, he wanted more. So much more, he had the gall to threaten me. Said he'd find a new buyer. What's done is done. No one has the right to come between a mother and her child. She's gonna revive him. Necromancy. There we go.
I will find it, baby boy. I promise. Just tell me more.
It's a lot of evidence right there. Time to go detective mode.
Stop right there.
Somebody tried to stop her. She pushed him.
You no longer have any power over me. I have found my Hammond. He's shown me the way. Randall Glassworks in Salvation Harbor. I can't believe it. The answers have been there since last century.
Time to piece this one together.
The only one that's weird is this one. But I'm assuming
in Salvation Harbor.
She discovered that. Didn't need the other mirrors.
No longer have any power over me. I have found my Hammond.
And then left.
Stop right there.
Bethany escaped the asylum after getting the mirror from Glover. Next stop looks to be a factory called Randall Glassworks.
Gotta go to the old mirror factory. They make a factory for everything nowadays. I'm just gonna go mess with the other patients. Don't mind me.
Watch your pocket. Some patients here have wandering fingers.
Well, I have a lot of guns, so that's probably not a good thing. Then again, where am I keeping them?
Water me. Don't just stare at my leaves.
Guy thinks he's a plant. I mean, I guess there's worse things.
Let's play.
He just wants to play cards.
The end is nigh.
He seems a little
We'll
rougher.
begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Can you hear? Somebody's singing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you hear?
Ed, I still hear those voices.
Are you that guy that killed that one dude? He had a headache problem too, which is kind of what I was thinking. These don't look like your normal fish. It all depends on how we look at things. Why the heck is this in the storage room? Like what? This is a very strange place.
8, 9, 10, 11.
And not in the way that you'd think. More bullets.
What can I do for you?
I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah. We got all that we came here for. Now we just gotta... Oh, there's more photos. Eventually you'll end up where you're meant to be and will be doing what you're supposed to do. So insightful. I'm not what has happened to me, I am what I choose to become. And that's just an old guy. I'm out of here. Now, what the heck are we doing? We have to find a glass factory, a mirror factory of sorts. The right half of the picture. Where the heck is it? Factory called Randall Glassworks in Salvation Harbor. She thinks the answer has been there since the last century. Where the heck am I gonna find that? Because, yeah, I'm assuming... It's not like a marked location. I guess I'd have to go to the... Where the heck would that be? It's a business. I don't think it would be at the newspaper. Huh. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt for us to stop where we can easily reach via fast travel. Like, try to find something there. It might be at City Hall. Because, like, you know, it's a business. And City Hall, man, it's all the way over there. Jeez. I doubt it'd be at the library. Yeah, let's try the Chronicle first. Just because, again, it's easier to reach. And, ironically, I'd have to kind of go that direction anyway, so... It works out. We need to find a factory. Where the heck is it? Where's the Chronicle? It's around the corner. I have a sneaking suspicion, though, I am gonna have to go to City Hall. I found a brick. I found a brick in the trash. Who would throw away such glorious treasure? You don't just throw away a brick, you know, you gotta... You gotta keep the brick. Okay, she said it was in the century. This is the reason why I don't think it's the advertisement, and then Salvation Harbor. Let's see. Since the last century. No. Yeah, I got a feeling, current events. Articles. Front page. It's definitely Salvation Harbor. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're just in the wrong place. Which sucks. That guy's fighting a tentacle. So yeah, we gotta do a bit of a hoof. Bit of hoofing. Hit the boat, go up the road, hit the library. Hopefully hit as many fast travel points as possible, making it a lot easier for the future. Unless there's only like one given per square mile. But in the meantime, we get to ride this beautiful boat. This nice, pristine ride. Look at that. To your right, you will see a rotting mass of a whale. It's such a beautiful sight. Also to the right, you will see a rotting mass of a boat. Not a lot of things happening on the left, except for barnacles growing on the walls. And, you know, just the devastation of our beautiful city. They will be useful. I mean, yeah. The traveling is definitely a kicker. It's a lot of pinging around. Now this is the good side of town. Look at that. You got a diner, lit up lights. Wow.
Extra, all the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Here, give me that. Give me that.
He's mad.
Give me that paper.
He's completely mad.
Oh, he's gonna shoot me. You know, turns out when you pull a gun in front of a cop, you know, he gave up pretty quick though. For me pulling a gun, he he shot me once. He gave me the warning shot in the leg. Maybe we do check out the library. Nah, that seems goofy. That seems goofy. That's an infested area. What the heck is this? I taste like the dreams of mad children. Followed by a big, giant, yellowy brown stain. So, like, not good, right? You know, I'm assuming. Just context clues. Yeah, we can just go up the road. A lot of get out signs. We're starting to hit the sadder part of town, you know? I was really stoked. Why is the sinking... Why is the sinking city? Why is the city sinking / flooded? I mean, as of right now, I think the reason is still kind of a mystery. But I think everything's kind of correlating to the fact that I'm having visions. Everyone else is going mad. It's all very Lovecraft. Which, if I had to guess, there's some sort of elder god at play, you know, Cthulhu whispering in people's heads, you know.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day.
If I had to guess, but I do not know. Not yet,
just
anyway.
Wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
There is no line. Yeah.
Get in line? I'm the only one here. Well, I guess that means I'm first then. So, I can just go look up what I need.
Don't sass me, young man. Next time there could be a line here, and you'll get no special treatment.
There won't be a line.
Bye.
I don't even know if I'm in the right place, to be honest. Like, subjects, enterprises. I think I'm in the right place. This feels like I'm in the right place. Occupation? Probably not. This feels right. Randall Glassworks. 1884, proprietor Gaunter Randall. Address Southern Salvation Harbor, Skipper Road between Eel Street and Calm Shore Street. Is that a call out? Gaunter? The Mere Man from Witcher 3? What was he called? The Master of Mirrors? Or something like that? Where the heck is Eel Street? I don't think it is very... There's Eel Street. Whoops. Well, actually. Southern Salvation Harbor. Skipper Road between Eel Street and Calm Shore. So it's like somewhere there. I'm assuming. It's a good shot in the dark. And it is very far away. Everything is so far away. But I think it's a fairly good stopping point. But yeah, I enjoy the game, but I do understand that the game is it's a little slow, which is why I don't want to do a ton of this just like back to back. I was definitely thinking tomorrow, probably gonna do some more Voices of the Void, unless there's like another patch that I have to do. I downloaded the latest one, which there probably is another one that I have to do. But if not, if it's not Voices of the Void, there'll be something, you know. I'll take a bit of a break on Sinking City, maybe try to do some of the other side quests, hit some fast travel points off camera, in case people want to see some more of this. But if you do, you know, let me know. Tell me in the YouTube channel, which I do read the comments, you know, I do try to hit them up. But yeah, without getting a lot of feedback, it's kind of hard to gauge whether or not. But I do know that, yeah, it's a very large game. But if you enjoy watching it, raid, I could probably do a raid. Who to raid though? Who do we got to raid? Good old Mock is live. We could swing on over to Mock. Mock is a very good friend. Has done a lot. Gifted lots of stuff. Donated, all that fun. I did kind of enjoy watching it. That's good to hear. I mean, yeah, like I want to come back to it, but I can see where we would want to maybe take breaks. So yeah, like this might not be something that I do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know. I like to kind of break up gameplay a bit because people like seeing different stuff. Like Mondays is usually Dead by Daylight and like other multiplayer games with people. But your commentary made it better. Which is very, very nice of you to say. I do try to, you know, throw some fun in there. I have seen people talk about that on like Reddit channels and stuff where they're like, I bumped into a small streamer and he was like dead quiet, and that was like one of my earlier compliments that I got from people when I did like Stardew Valley. I would play that. I guess I try to keep the high energy, you know. But yeah. I gotta keep it fresh. But yeah, we can do a raid. I highly recommend this streamer. Is a good friend, and everybody has to play nice, of course. I take full responsibility of you. But yeah, if you can, show him some love. Leave a follow if you can for him. And yeah, doing some DayZ. I've thought about it myself, doing some DayZ. I'll have to consider it, but yeah, let's hit the raid.